Hello, October. We're at the midpoint of the semester, and for this week's High Card, we are throwing it back to some helpful, handy tips from our first 5 episodes. This is Rewind Week, and you're watching Playing the Ace. Let's kick this off with a flashback to Episode 3, a treasure map disguised as a syllabus. We talked about managing your time, using a calendar, and more ways to nourish your academics. But hey, how about an example? At our recent virtual open house, which you can watch here on the channel, Bernard, our economics and math tutor, shared his personal time management strategy. Have a look.
I use a lot of calendar. I have a friend in Brazil that she helps people managing time and all of that. I never have problem managing my homeworks and all this stuff. But when I got here in the United States, I always was soccer, an athlete, a student, and a tutor. So having all of this, and I always had to manage my time. And this friend showed me a way to use the calendar. So I have the calendar on my computer. I put every single thing I have to do in the day. Just to, when I put the check mark that I did something, it makes me feel like better. Okay, I'm already doing stuff. So what I do, I just put in the calendar all the homeworks I have. On Sunday, I look at all the classes I have, all the syllabus. So I see which homeworks I'm going to have this week. And I just divide them throughout the week to see when I'm gonna do it. So to don't, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. Oh my God, you do everything in very prior time, but I try the maximum. I'm just saying that because, for example, I had a project due yesterday. Instead of starting yesterday, I start earlier, so I do a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. Because this is another thing I get in our appointments. When the appointment is too lengthy, the person gets tired because, oh my God, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. So one thing I do in my week, I try to do just a little bit of homework. I don't need to finish today if it's not for today. So I do, okay, I'm tired. I do it tomorrow. It worked for me. I don't know if there is something that is against of that, but it works for me. Let me don't get tired of the homework I'm doing. So calendar, please use.
If you need some extra help trying to work out your own time management system, make an appointment with a tutor. They're happy to share things that they've learned both professionally and personally in regards to planning your academic calendar. Speaking of Episode 3, did you watch our Episode 3 post-show, Double Down? We talked about personal management tips, things like developing good sleep habits, eating well, and other elements that nourish your body and your spirit. We talked to Julie Kay of Health Services and the newly named OLLU Wellness Center.
So what can OLL bring to you? Well, that is a great question because just this year there's a new benefit to all current students. If you have a .edu email, it is your access, your key into OLLU.health. So www.ollu.health, and you log in with your .edu email, and you have access to health coaching at no cost. And there's no copay, doesn't require any insurance. So you say, JK, what is that health coaching? Well, health coaching covers those topics you just mentioned. They're wellness strategies, such as exercise, nutrition advice, mindfulness, sleep habits. Why can't we all use that help right now? So OLLU.health gives you no-cost access to these professionals that can give you guidance on those areas. You simply schedule an appointment, and you can cover any of those topics with them. Plus, if I may take this opportunity to add on, 2 other additional services through OLLU.health is access to telemedicine and access to telecounseling. So what's telemedicine? Telemedicine would be a non-emergency access to a doctor, like what they call teledoc. But it's, again, with your .edu email, you have access to a primary care physician or nurse practitioner at no cost. They're not going to ask you what insurance you have. There is no cost to be seen by this professional. So they can cover non-emergency situations. We also have telecounseling 24/7, any day of the week, anytime you have access to a phone or the internet. And telecounseling offers a variety of options in that it has what's called Talk Now. So let's say it's 1 a.m. You're having a little moment. Maybe your anxiety is a little bit out of control and you really wish you could talk to somebody. You just log in, hit the Talk Now button, and usually within 5 minutes, you're talking with someone. If you require maybe a little more, maybe you need some continual services, you can do what's called schedule counseling. So then you would schedule an appointment every week. And then if there's even more advanced services, those are available too.
We'll also have those flyers that Julie Kay gave us posted on our blog, mfdwritingcenter.wordpress.com. In episode 2 of Playing the Ace, Dear Professor, we talked about the importance of and how to communicate with your faculty. To bring you the faculty perspective here at the midpoint of the semester, I interviewed Dr. Rosa Rivera-Hainai, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Professor of Chemistry, and Dr. Daniel Cheshire, Math faculty member and the coordinator of the Math Center in the ACE. Question 1. How important is it to communicate with the professor if I'm struggling with the class?
That is the number one thing that you can do to build that relationship with your professor. Students sometimes feel shy of reaching out to their faculty members when they have questions or concerns or other issues that are coming into play that are preventing them from doing the work that they need to do for the class. We are here not only to help you academically, but also, if it's in our hands, to guide you through the process of facing those challenges that are non-academic, that will hinder your academic journey. Reach out to your professors, ask the questions. Remember, if you have a question, it's probable that the rest of the class will have that question as well. Don't feel intimidated to reaching out to your professor. I know sometimes it could be a little bit daunting, reaching out for the first time, but in my experience here at Our Lady of the Lake, we really take very seriously working with our students for their success in our courses.
It's vital. Your professor needs to hear from you. They cannot help you if they don't know that you're struggling or what you're struggling with. Your professor will appreciate that you're reaching out and communicating with them and should know what you can do to improve your performance in the course as well. When I have a student communicate with me midway through the semester or any time, I'm always happy to sit down with them and work through the problems that they're having. I'm always happy to provide extra material for reviewing the topics that they're unsure of, and we are usually able to create a plan to improve their understanding of the new topics that we'll be covering soon.
Question 2. Is it too late to turn around my performance in a class now that midterms have passed?
You have to reach out to their faculty member. So again, it depends on the course. It depends on how you approach this with your faculty member. Okay, and it also depends on how far you are from that better grade. It's how much interest and attention does the students pay to that issue, and again, is how much energy will the student be willing to put in to make this work. Each student is different, and we take those cases as they come. But we try to all be fair and keep our academic standards in place.
No, it's never too late to improve your grade, and especially at midterms, you probably have only had 2 tests in the class, and there are more tests to come. So it really is connected to that first question. Your professor wants to hear from you now at this point. Your professor wants you to do well in their class. No professor ever feels proud that a student failed their class, but I guarantee they feel proud when you do well. Midterms are not the time to give up or to stop trying. It's the time to double down. Now is the time to communicate with your professor, let them know that you have the intention to work hard and to improve your performance, correct past mistakes. And it's also time to go to tutoring. Form study groups if you haven't yet. Visit your professor's office hours and work even harder to finish strong in the class.
And there you have it. The best from our first 5 episodes. And all of this information is a fitting reminder that even though midterms have passed, there is still time to get your semester back on track. You just need to recognize the things that can be improved and take that action step to improve them. And know that if you need a little help, you have everyone at the ACE and countless others at OLLU who can help you with that. As always, if you have something you want to share with us, maybe an idea for a future episode, show us your hand by emailing us at writing@ollusa.edu. Also check out our Instagram at OLLU_ACE, where again we share news and announcements and where you can share ideas for future episodes with us. Thank you so much for watching Playing the Ace. New episodes are out on Tuesdays, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page and follow our social media. Wear your mask, vote, and spread kindness. We'll see you next week, and remember, don't gamble with your academic success.
Playing the Ace is a new web series from OLLU's Academic Center for Excellence. Every week we will be talking about elements and strategies that can help you develop as a learner. Join us and enhance your learning experience.